Hello and welcome back. Now we are going to learn a few things about text. We are currently seeing there are different sorts of text desks you can use. For me, most of the time, I prefer using these three. First, for example, I drag and drop this thing at here. Or if you prefer not to drag and drop, then you can simply click this once. I clicked it twice. Click this once and it will be in your screen. If you want to type anything, you can do it. We can type it. And once that's done, you can now select different fonts from here. You can go through this and select the fonts you'd prefer to use, and that would be available in your screen as it is being changed. Let's select some simple one for right now. Let's select a free font. You can see there is stars. That means a Canva Pro fonts only. Okay, let's select this one, a random one. And next thing to see what we can do using font is, definitely this is a font size. You can increase it, decrease it as for the number. And this should be your font color. You can play along with this font color. This will be bold italics. And this is to justify center and all those stuff if this was somewhere big and things. Let's see. Things are like this, then your justify center and those things can be useful. This would show you. This is now currently justified. This is in the left, this is center. This is to the right. And this would be your bullet point. You can always do Ctrl-Z to get rid of that. And this is one of the important, or shall I say one of the good features. This is your letter spacing. You can see here, I am currently being selected on just this. Character only, and this is my letter spacing. I can space the letter as big or as congested. Preferred, you can see the letter Z has been constated to a small, and as I increase it, it's spaced to bigger. And this would be your line spacing between two lines. You can see it is constated now, and you can see it is growing apart. You can keep this in the center, this in the top, this in the bottom. This would be actually for your currently being selected font or selected anchor size. And you can have this effect. This effect is our new features in Canva recently added. You can see there is different effects. You can increase your thickness offset. This would be different as for your different designs. I can select this one as well and save. This one as well. Or if you prefer to change back, just use your Ctrl-Z to go back and get back to what we were doing. If you are missing this underline earlierly, here is this underline as well, and for your capitalized to do it in small case, you can use this currently mine. This font is fluctuating, that's why it is not being changed into that. Let's see if it does. It's not working on that, and your animate is basically to provide you a sort of desk. You can see there is animation and designs for those purposes. And this position is basically to position your currently selected item in comparison to his screen. For example, I click if I want this thing in the middle at the beginning. This actually give this in somewhere around the corner. That's fine now, I've selected here. I want this in the middle. Let's use a simple trick. First thing is definitely, you can just simply drag this and source for a position to be kept in the middle. And it will show you this grid line, and you can keep it in the middle. This is one definite way, and press most of the time. And most of us will be doing this same trick. Ow, let's try once again. This is go to position. Ow, you go to middle and go to center. Ow, again this in the center of your screen in the middle position. That does, and this is for transparency. Currently, our background is simply white. It is transparent. And if we prefer to change it, we can change it. And this would be your link if you want to add any hyperlink. And this would be your lock, the group you can have multiple items and you copy. Group lock them, and this is before you're duplicating. You can duplicate it in this way. And perhaps I have locked it. With locking it, you cannot change it. Change this item which you have locked. Let's Control Z it, because we don't want that locked item. If you want a different font, basically the one which is here, you can definitely play along with that. Let's delete this one, and let's focus on our new font. See, we have got some fonts, new designs such here. If you like to change it, you can simply change it. You are great. We have changed it into You Are Great font here. There is an online sale font as well. You can change it something like this. Is basically different fonts are available, and all these texts that you see here, that can be changed as for your requirement. And sometimes using this in your different design would project be a lot helpful. Searching this text probably is not much of a good idea, because sometimes we would want your sign up sort of designs, and searching simply that. Let's see. Not much of designs available. Definitely you can search here, but for most, probably for most of time during your you would simply prefer to scroll over and see for different designs and choose one of them. And that would be for your project, as for you would need. This is tailored to your project. That would be all. And you can see in this actually see a more thing. You can see in this item. The salesperson is actually on a different item. Offline is a different, and this friend's software is different. Different thing which are all actually grouped. If I prefer to select all of these, and then select to do some ungrouping, you can see all of these items have been ungrouped. And if I deselect it, you can see each of these items are separated. If I select Control A, and previously if I would like to move them, you can see I can move them randomly in a different position. This can be moved in a different position. If I select this all and would prefer to group them, like as in previous Canva, and now I have successfully grouped them, I can move all of them at once. This is basically everything to be said about text. And these are all the specialities, or that can provide you about the text. That should be all for now. I'll see you on the next video tutorial. Please don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, and subscribe to notify for our latest video tutorial.
Thank you for watching.